Hello YouTube, welcome to 3D printing and everything else. Today I'm going to bring to you a 3D print video. Today we're going to do the Walking Dead logo. I know y'all a bunch of Walking Dead fans out there, so I thought I'd bring you a logo, and I want to show you how to convert a file, a picture file, into a 3D print. So here's what we're going to do. First, what we got to do is we're going to use Sure Cuts a Lot. It's a program that you use for cutting decals and stuff for your plotter machine. So what we're going to do with this file or with this program is to turn your picture into a SVG file. Then we can import it into Tinkercad, which we can turn into a 3D print file, and then we're going to import it into your slicer that you're going to be using to 3D print it out. So first, let's go to Sure Cuts a Lot, and let's go through your file. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace the image. So right now I'm going to find the image, pick it up, hit open. So now we're going to turn it to SVG file. So it's in a form like the red is like what it's recognizing. So we turn it into SVG file. So it's save as SVG. For me, I'm going to save it to my desktop as SVG file, The Walking Dead. You could save it as whatever you want. I'm just going to do it on my desktop because it's easier to find for example of how to do this video. Okay, and then you hit OK. Well, right now we're done with the Sure Cuts a Lot. So now we're going to go into your internet browser to go to tinkercad.com if you don't have an account. Just start you one, and we'll get you started. So right now you can import SVG files or import actual scalable files where you can actually edit them. So what we're going to do is go hit browse, and we're going to go to the desktop where we saved your SVG file. So I'm going to scroll and find it on mine. It's right here where it says SVG. So I'm going to hit open, and we have to scale it. So I'm going to scale mine about 5%, and then you could scale it exactly, import it exactly the way you scaled it. So I'm going to bring my height in at about 5 millimeters and scale it about maybe 5%, maybe 7%, and you can scale it however you want depending on your 3D printer. And so now I'm going to hit import, and it's going to import my file. Okay, so I accidentally did that. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to scale it down right here. So I'm going to scale it to about 5%. So you go there, it'll show you 5 millimeter height right here. So I'm going to leave it as that. The measurement is almost 39 wide, 39 tall by 171 wide. And the thickness is 5 millimeters. That should be good. So what I want to do there is I want to put it on a platform. So all I'm going to do is go to a shape generator, or maybe geometric, and just bring in a box. So I'm going to bring in a box, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale it out to the size that I want. So I'm going to probably maybe 2 millimeters thick, because this is just basically my background. So I'm going to do it like this, and just eyeball it, or however you want to do it to get your the scale that you need for a background. I'm going to do mine as a whole so I could actually see how I want to scale it, just get a good view of it. So kind of center everything. So I'm going to click on both of my objects. And then I'm going to go where it says adjust, and I'm going to hit align. So what I want to do is I want to align it and center it all out. So right there it's centered. Now I'm going to put it back as a color, and this is white, and then I'm going to click them together and group them so it's one file. So I'm going to group it, and there it is grouped. As you can see, it's one file now. So you can scale it before you export it to whatever you want. I think mine is going to be, I don't know, I might scale mine to be smaller, but I'm going to do that in my slicing software. So you can do it however you want to do it, whatever's easier for you. So now I'm going to save it. And then now that I saved it, I'm going to, you can rename it. I named mine the Walking Dead logo. So now I'm going to download it for 3D printing. And as an STL file, because I'm going to scale it. STL. Now it'll bring up a download dialog. It'll say save, open, or cancel. So I'm going to do mine as save as. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. Walking Dead logo, STL. Save. And then that's it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the folder. And there it is. I'm going to go to my slicer. I use Matter Control. Matter Control is what I use for my Robo 3D printer. So I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to drag and drop into the queue. So here it is, it's popping up right here. So now I'm going to scale it, do any type of editing that I need to do. So I'm going here, I'm going to scale it, I'm going to rotate it to my print. So I'm going to leave it like that. My scale ratio is X, which is 192 by 50 wide and 5 millimeters thick. So this is the where when I pull it out, it's gonna be painted. So when I paint it, I'm gonna paint probably the background gray, and then I'm going to do actual Walking Dead probably in black. So this will be your sign. So that's how I'm gonna do it, just like that. So we hit save, and then you got it. And then you go into your settings and your all that fun stuff. So what I'm gonna do, since this is a little bit bigger than my bed, I'm going to go into the settings. So I'm going to output options and hit unclick center to bed on mine. Yours may be different. So I'm unclicking that, so I'm gonna put it where I want it to be. Hit save, and I'm gonna write back out. So I'm putting mine like near the front of the bed, and I'm gonna hit save. Okay, so now I got everything where I want it, and just go into your slicer and hook up your thing. Once you get everything adjusted the way you want, hit print. So now that I got that, I'm going to show you the time-lapse video of my Walking Dead. And now we have the sign, The Walking Dead. I'm gonna have a link to Thingiverse for this so you guys can do your own. So if you would like, please like, subscribe, and share my channel if you want more stuff like these. And have a good day. Thank you.